Good morning, students. Have a great day to you all. I suppose you are feeling good and stay blessed, be happy. Anyway, in the last class we discussed or we began the story of Uncle Ken. I suppose you could understand whatever I have explained in the last class. So, in the last class we could see that Ruskin Bond, Ruskin was asking some questions to his granny and she is explaining. So, in the last finally we had seen he knows he will have to start working if he goes there when your aunts find they have to manage without servants. They won't be ready to keep Ken for long periods. In any case, who is going to pay his fare to England or New Zealand. This the thing what discussed last. Today, let us see. If he can't go, he will stay here with you, Granny. You will be here, won't you? Not forever, my dear son. Only while I live. I am already old. Your uncle cannot live with me for a long time, for a long period. It's impossible. He can't be with me for a long time. You won't go to England. Then why do you say like that? Are you going to England with other aunts? No, I won't go to England. Granny explains or replace back. Replace. Oh, I won't go to England with my sisters. No, but I've grown up here. I'm like the trees. My dear students, in between I would like to tell you one thing. If you read the stories of Ruskin Bond, who is British Indian writer, you can see the relationship of nature with the stories. Wherever you whichever be the story that you select for reading of Ruskin Bond, you will be seeing the close relation. So, the explanation about the nature in detail. Here also the character Granny says to her little grandchild, oh, I'm not going with my sisters. Why? Because I have grown here, I have grown up here. Then where shall I go? I'm like the trees. Does a tree go anywhere? It is rooted into the uterus of the earth. So, we can't move a tree entirely from its place. You will study the poem about, say, destroying a tree or something like that. Okay. Anyway, you won't be able to uproot or replant a big tree entirely with its long or stretched out roots to a new place, because it is rooted deeply. It is rooted in the depth of the mind, depth of the soil or in the uterus of the earth. It won't come out very easily. It is impossible for us to root out the entire tree. Killing a tree, you will be studying it. Okay, a poem titled Killing a Tree. So, it is impossible to destroy or devastate or to uproot a tree or kill a tree entirely forever. It's impossible, because it has already been rooted into the mind or into the depth of the soil or the depth of the uterus of the earth. So, it is impossible for someone to pluck out very easily as you pluck a flower from a tree or from a plant. It's impossible, or it is not easy as we think. Killing a tree is not at all easy. So, here She says that I have already been rooted into the mind of this particular early. I have already grown up here, so that I can't go anywhere anymore. I am like the trees. That is why she explains it. She examples it. Okay, I have taken root. I won't be going away. I have taken root. That I have explained it to you already. She has already grown enough. She is granny. She is an old tree. She can't be moved anymore. She can't be moved out from the place. It's impossible for a human being to planting a big tree entirely one place to another place. Is it so easy as you think? It's not so easy as you think. It's very complex. A tangled process or tangled action. Very congested word, very complex action. Can you separate oxygen and hydrogen from a drop of water? Just see, you can drink, or you can see a drop of water. You can bring a glass of water. You can see the water of everything, everywhere you go. Can you extract? See, you have already studied in chemistry the combination of two H2O, right? Can you extract two hydrogen or one oxygen separately? Can we sustain, can we retain its existence as it is as water? It's not possible. It's impossible for anything. See, because it has already melted, it's a melted bondage. We can't separate each other. So she is an old tree. She can't be moved anywhere. That is why she said, I have taken root. I have taken root. See, I have an old tree. Nobody can move. So, if you pluck a one-man plant from one place to another new place, sometimes it won't sprout there. It won't grow there. It won't enlarge, or it won't take any branches or any leaves or twigs or something like that. It's impossible for a tree to change its weather all on a sudden. If you go to any place also, you won't be able to adjust with the situation very soon. It will take time for a human being to adjust with the situation all on a sudden. Why? Because you have taken root and you have grown the place where you have been adjusting with. So, Granny told that I can't move from this place to another place because I'm like a tree. I have taken root. I won't be going anyway, not until like an old tree. So, what will happen to an old tree? If it has grown enough, if you go to your this one botanical garden in Ooty and all, you will be able to see big trees, huge. There's what we can say dinosaur trees. Dinosaur tree means dinosaur in the sense of it is extended creature. Anyway, so dinosaur trees, elephant leg trees and all, it has got a massive size too. Can you pluck it from there to plant in Kerala? Is it possible? It's impossible for you to plant. So just like that, what will happen to that old tree? It will die. It will take its last breath there itself. It is not so easy to pluck it out and move from there to another place. Okay, I got you have understood clearly. Then I am without any more leaves. That means, if you have observed coconut tree, it grows higher and higher and higher and higher, almost 25 or 30 years long. Then what will happen to the top of or the tip of that particular plant? No, it becomes thin and thin and thin and thin and thin. At the end of the time, when lifespan comes, when the fate comes, when it reaches the last time, the end or the tip of the coconut tree will die. Just like that. That means it will not have any more leaves. It has to succumb to death. It has to surrender before the lifespan. That is what is happening in the case of granny. So, when you are bigger, you will probably finish your schooling. Anyway, I have no leaves more since I am an old tree. I can't go anywhere. I have already taken my root here. My see, I have no more new twigs or branches or so and so things. But definitely, my dear little boy, you will go and you will probably finish your schooling abroad. Another interesting fact, dear students, because he completed almost his career in London, and after that he came to Missouri, okay, our author. So, you will probably finish your schooling abroad in New Zealand or in London or somewhere else, okay. Then he says, I would rather finish it here. What, finish it here? I would rather finish my school here itself. I won't go anywhere, because let us see, I want to spend all my holidays with you, my dear granny. I won't go with any aunts or any uncles, with anyone. Let them go if they like to go, but I will stay here itself. I want to spend all my holidays with you, my dear granny. If I go away, who will look after you when you grow old? Granny, of course, she is still old, right? Then this little boy eagerly asking, oh, who will look after you? Who will take care of you? Look after means take care, protect. Who will protect you when you become old? Oh, my dear child, I am already what? I am old already. Over 60. Now I am over 60. I cannot grow more. I am growing backward, not upward. Okay, I am old already. Is that very old, my dear granny? It's only a little older than Uncle Ken. Uncle Ken is 40 years. You are 60 only. Is it that much older? And how will you look at how will you look after him when you are really old? So, now you are already old. But if you are really older, how will you look after him when you are really old? Then she explains, he can look after himself if he tries, and it's time he started. It's time he took a job. So, he can look after himself. I won't be able to look after him when I grow really old. Now, it is the right and propitious, correct, ample, okay, absolute time for beginning to start a what job or to start working. Otherwise, nobody will be there for taking care of himself. Okay, otherwise nobody will take care of you. He has to start now. Okay, dear students, I suppose you have clearly understood whatever I have explained so far. So, we will be dealing with the rest of the story in the next class. Till then, bye bye. You have to do one thing. You just collect the picture of the author Ruskin Bond and write a small profile about him. Okay, I will check it. Don't be idle. You have to be an ideal, boys and girls. Okay, so I hope that you have a good day. Have a nice day. Take care of yourself. Bye.